They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know.
Hey guys, the Jays were in some. There was a report today that the Jays were in some discussion talks with the White Sox. The reported players were Gordon Beckham, John Danks, and Carlos Quentin. The Jays have some pretty good history with the White Sox. They made 2 trades, during this last year and this offseason. Recently, the Jays traded Sergio Santos, a guy that, he has 30 saves, 3.55 ERA. He went 4-5 with his record. As his first year as a closer, he did pretty good. So the White Sox traded him to the Blue Jays for Nestor Molina. Nestor Molina is a guy that has potential. In AA New Hampshire Fisher Cats, he went 12-3, I think it was, with, like a 3-something ERA. That is pretty excellent, that's pretty good. Especially, the Jays have one of the best farm systems, and to get rid of him for Sergio Santos, that's okay. Because Sergio Santos he's only been a closer for 1 year, and that was last year, as he was a converted infielder with the Blue Jays, years before. The Jays got the closer in Sergio Santos. So they have some history with White Sox GM, obviously, with the trade before that happened, which was Zach Stewart and Jason Frazier, who got sent to the White Sox for Edwin Jackson and Mark Tien. Mark Tien, a guy expensive, there's no point of having him bench player. But Edwin Jackson was interesting as he got traded to the Cardinals for Colby Rasmus. He was part of the deal. And that's just a big deal because, that locks up our center fielding position for, years to come. And Edwin Jackson, obviously, he went on to win the World Series. Anyways, back to, what was reported today. Apparently, Richard Griffin, a guy from the Toronto Star, he said that they were discussing trades for John Danks, Gordon Beckham, and Carlos Quentin. Carlos Quentin, he's a big fish in the pond here. Last year, he got 24 home runs, 77 RBI, with a batting average of .254. Batting average has never been really that good, but his numbers have always been there. He has some power. Going from 2008, 36 home runs, 100 RBI. And then he's been falling off, 21 home runs, 56 RBI. Bounced back here, 26 home runs, 87 RBI. And then just recently, 24 home runs, 77 RBI. So obviously this guy can get RBI. And the homers, his lowest, since he's played full season was 21. So if this guy, an outfielder, was to go to the Blue Jays for whoever, the Blue Jays would be stacked because they could put him in left field, Rasmus in center field, and Bautista in right field. And we just have a ton of power already with Laurie, Bautista, and Lind. And if Carlos Quentin were to come into this, man, the Jays, would be, they wouldn't even need pitching anymore, They just wouldn't need pitching anymore. So that would be huge, So that's Carlos Quentin. Next person was John Danks. That was also reported. John Danks, he had an off year last year. He went 8-12 with a 4.33 ERA. The years before that, he went 12-9, 13-11, 15-11. And to get someone like that is just perfect for your number 3, number 2 spot. And, the Jays are lacking of starting pitching with, obviously Ricky Romero's the ace and Brandon Morrow's, second. But, third, 4, and 5, the Jays, they're not 100% sure if it's going to be Dustin McGowan, Villanueva, or even Henderson Alvarez, Henderson Alvarez is a rookie, and McGowan just came back from surgery, and Villanueva he's really a reliever. So there's a lot of question marks there, but if John Danks were to come, he would give a huge boost to the rotation. And last was Gordon Beckham, who got reported. The chances are he won't be coming to the team anymore. There's very slight chance now that we got Kelly Johnson through arbitration. But anyways, Gordon Beckham, he's still young. He's still 24 years old. He Jays played 3 years. 14 home runs, 63 RBI was his rookie year. And then he fell off with 9 home runs, 49 RBI. Which is just a disappointment because he played 30 games that second season compared to his first season, 30 games more. And then this year he played 20 more games than he played the year before, and he went 10 home runs and 44 RBI. And it seems that this guy's just getting worse somehow. I don't know how to explain it, but he's still a pretty average second baseman, and not that bad. But even the batting average, 270, 252, 230. This guy seems to be getting worse. So I'm really hopeful that the Jays are not get this guy. But hopefully his potential will arise. So that's it for this video. Subscribe for more Blue Jays news and obviously more stuff happening in the MLB. And this is Blue Jays Talk 1, 2, 3.
They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know. Yeah, they know, yeah.
Hey guys, it's Max, Danks. Yeah, that's it.